Welcome back to Nino Kuni. So I apologize for 2 parts ago. Turns out it's in this part that we finished, not in the previous one that we did. So yeah, moving on.
Off we go.
We're almost at the top. And then we'll find the hyenas and they're gonna try and eat us.
Don't you mean the pumpkins in the pumpkin patch? Oh, well, then again, this is a bit like the elephant graveyard as well.
This is Halloween.
Halloween, 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 Halloween.
So, who's the boss? Let's see.
Jack Skellington. Oh.
Way too spook.
No.
No. It's Candela Bacadabra.
Oh my god, it's a fusion. Oh,
that's a fucking mouthful if I've ever heard one.
Oh my god.
Design-wise, it actually reminds me of one. I think it's Whiz Rolls, those mini bosses that you find in Majora's Mask.
Oh my god, it's a fusion of a candlestick and the Heartless and Port Royal.
So yeah, Candelabra. Try spelling that.
Didn't have a good experience with the Heartless and Port Royal, Tio?
It's just no. It's just the mechanics.
Yeah.
Can be frustrating sometimes.
Having to get all the coins.
It's a cool idea on paper, just.
Oh crap! He blinded us.
Oops.
Now what?
Fortunately, here's a handy hint for you, Wally boy. Evil types that use a lot of darkness attacks are weak against light attacks.
Thanks.
Well, just what I tell you. So just as well as the Emperor gave you that spell in it, you know what I'm about, don't you? The lighty one, yeah.
Yes, the one he
Nothing
just
that can
happened to
help
give
the game.
us.
You get the tool of the dungeon and you defeat the boss with it.
Yes. Alright. Except now that now with Breath of the Wild, we just changed it. We have everything on just one tablet. All in apps.
Good old Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't know if you know it, but the items in Zelda Breath of the Wild are literally tablet apps, basically.
Oh yeah, that's right. Especially when they get rusty.
It reinforces the themes of putting a bit more sci-fi into the fantasy setting.
Hey,
yeah.
such a speaking of Breath of the Wild, Pedro, have you played that game yet?
I own it. I've got it day one.
On the Wii U.
Yes.
Question.
It's the same game. I've actually played the Switch version. The Switch version is exactly the same. The only difference being higher resolution, really.
Huh, when did you get the Switch version?
No, I played it
at a friend's
store.
Okay. Anyway, I was gonna ask. A lot of people have had this talk before. So, what's your stance on the whole temporary weapons that'll eventually break?
Yeah. Oh, the weapon. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say about that system. So, if you don't mind, I'll save that for a better time.
I guess I was gonna ask, do you like it or hate it?
I don't hate it, but I think it could have been implemented better.
Okay.
I understand what he means. I just came off to a game that has similar stuff.
Oh, me too. I've heard talks galore about that. I mean, that's literally been the one main thing of contention, which is surprising.
I'll say that Dark Chronicle did the whole weapons can break thing better. And that's all I'll say.
The main thing that shocks me is that's really been the only main complaint I hear about that game, which is odd for a Zelda game.
That's because pretty much even potential bad stuff that people are finding in game, they converted into fun.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's still alive.
Oh crap.
Yeah, no, he just blew himself out.
Hey, Jova.
And there you go. Marcassin finally reveals his true
never mind. Marcassin is Jesus.
in a final... Well, I guess he needed to save us somehow.
Hey, Jova.
Yeah.
What?
Jova?
Yeah?
At least it's a better fate that Dr. Light received.
True.
Very good, Marcassin.
Which continuity, by the way, because he suffered quite a bit in...
Marcassin, that spell. Did you...
Ow. He was also the butt of a certain darkness joke in the Teen Titans 2003 series. God dang it. Now whenever I say Teen Titans, I think Go because Cartoon Network spams that show.
Cartoon Network's grasp
is well, the UK version don't. In fact, our version barely shows it at all.
Your
Anyway,
version was smart.
Yeah, Marcassin saved the day.
You did it, Marcassin. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Gascon. Marcassin, you saved us. Thank you.
No.
Oh.
Oh, it was nothing. Now hurry, let's go get Monstar.
Indeed.
Lone Star.
And get ready to this, because we're about to get that explanation behind the time travel mysterious thing that we established 2 parts ago.
Yep. Pedro?
Oh, sorry. He's right, you know. Come on, Ali boy. It's not important anyway. Moving on.
No, don't you see? Let's go is the most important sentence in this game.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get this straight. The Legendary One is guarded by a giant ghost that a little child could defeat. Great security!
Well, granted, it's a prodigy sage. How many of those are there?
And there it is.
But even still, a little kid. I mean, imagine, what if Voldemort, as a kid, came and got it? Then we'd be really screwed.
A bucket load of warmth.
I would answer that, but yeah. Oh, it's that it's that Zodiac number.
I am Birdman.
Hold on, this. Aha.
And you're somehow talking to us from the past.
Had scant choice but to bring you here, for in your time, Monstar has been misled.
So yeah, this Zodiac is for some reason betraying the White Witch, but for what purpose?
Trials lie ahead of you still. Steel yourselves and fix your sights upon your goal.
Hey, Pedro, knowing the ultimate twist this, I gotta ask, how was this done in the original version?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
No. The original version did not have the White Witch.
I know. That's why I'm asking. How
So
did
what did
they
they
do
say
it?
instead? You know, things like that.
I haven't looked into the DS version enough, and I kind of gave up on it because Level 5 now makes this version the in-canon version because Reverend Canon is going to be a sequel specifically to this version. So at this point, the DS version is just a curiosity more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to know.
Preach time, hey? I suppose the rumors about Sherlock coming was true. I've never seen any masked wizards here in Hamlin before. Have you, Marcassin?
Maybe Marcassin recognized us, and that's why he acted all fussy.
My guess too is what happened. Probably there was no time travel to begin with, and Monstar probably was found an alternate way of some sorts.
True.
Or maybe there wasn't even any. Well, again,
Were Esther and Swain even in the DS version?
Yeah,
No. The only thing that was not in the DS version was everything having to do with the White Witch.
Oh, well, in that case, they must.
And the fairy grounds.
Oh yeah, and the Fairy Ground. Yeah, the Fairy Ground was added for this version as well.
Oh, well, in that case, considering that we get development on Marcassin, then wouldn't that mean this would have to still been in that version? Considering how
again,
that would mean that they
I'm
would
just
have
guessing here because I haven't actually
I know.
gotten far in the DS version.
Maybe Jova, maybe it was someone else who used the time travel thing on them.
We'll see. Anyway,
Are you okay, Gascon?
so yeah, basically Gascon is a bit thoughtful, but we'll get back to that.
And then he grows up to be Power Gascon.
Again,
It's
in
enough to make a main to go mad.
Again, in Zelda style, a little bluey thing that takes us out of the dungeon. But first, hold on. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I forget what. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to go to a waystone so I can heal myself. I think that's what I'm about to do.
Wouldn't it make sense to warp out and then heal yourself?
No, because the save point heals you automatically.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I meant
it's
to
mostly
sleep.
it's because inns cost money, and if I have a quick way to spare money, I will.
Huh, I thought there were ways. Oh, never mind. No, those aren't outside them.
Yeah, well, to be frank, honestly, the way shop system
no,
is in this game is balanced enough.
No, this is just me being cheap.
No, I understand. Even I would have done the same thing. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's not that far anyway.
Yeah. All right, back at it. Yes, please.
Yes!
Yay.
That's an F-Zero reference, Twibs.
All right, back to Hamlin.
I guess we have to go to him when to cast the spell.
Can we just fly there or something?
Never mind, does the
We
spell
don't have
call
the
that
spell
you be
yet.
in the same place where
Sorry,
you
Ali
were
boy, don't
when
worry.
you-
Don't worry, Ali boy. Eventually, we'll get a certain aerial means of travel. After all, this is a traditional JRPG.
Isn't that like near the end of the game?
No, actually, other me, it's a bit closer than that.
It's interesting you say that, Wes, because Brave of the Fault kind of deconstructs that trope by giving you the airship very early on.
Yeah.
Good old Bravely Default. You were such a good deconstruction of JRPGs.
And
Until
then the
your second half.
happened.
Well,
Yeah,
Bravely Second.
And it kind of disappeared up its own ass.
No, Brave of the Second is definitely an improvement. Definitely, they didn't.
Yeah,
but then that second half-
only, that only had a bad quarter. Okay, no, I'm kidding. For all I know, it could have a good quarter.
Boy.
It's a joke.
No, it was good all around. Fortunately.
Boy, Bravely Default's gonna be fun to commentate on twice
Let's just
over,
say
isn't it, guys?
let's just say I'm seriously considering skipping a shit ton of playtime in that second half because I don't want to put you guys through that shit.
Well, it depends. I forget. Did they actually change anything in the second half?
Very
Well-
very little things, but trust me, it's enough to destroy the patience of a lot of people.
Well, in that
I
case,
don't know.
Pedro.
Very little
Go
patience.
Chuck.
Actually, something important.
All right, yeah,
This
this is actually an important scene, so let's pay attention. Like Theo said. I'm sorry, everyone. This is where I say goodbye.
Well, crud.
It's time we went our separate ways.
We've affected time. Oh no.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Aren't you coming back to Hamlin with us?
Oh no, guys. We're the reasons that Marcassin's brother is gone.
No, I'm not going back. After all, my father fucking hates me. Can you
So-
blame me? I've got my own journey to go on. So yeah, he's going on a journey to find himself.
He just has a weird way of showing his affection
Your
for
own
you.
You mean you're running away from home?
Well, I guess if you put it that way, it sounds kind of bad, but trust me, I have good reasons. Like his father said, he has to find his own purpose in this kingdom, and he thinks if he goes on a self-discovering journey, he will.
That's
Look
the
after
Hamlin
yourself,
way.
all right? Yeah, there you go. That's the Hamlin way. Yeah, like they said.
I like how Ash does the one talking sense to him.
Father gave me that sword, but you're the one who should have it.
What sword?
I guess for budget reasons, they didn't be able to animate him giving him the sword or something. I don't know. It's the kind of sword that a sage should wield. A sage
It is
like
now
you'll
in
be
your dimensional
someday.
pocket.
Remember, this is a pre-Yokai Watch level 5 game, so budget has to be a bit
No, I
considered.
mean, what I mean is that I don't even recall them showing a sword before.
It's a theoretical sword.
He does have a sword with him, yeah, but
Well, I know, but we
should-
don't see it at all until like a way later scene.
Yeah. Whatever you are, no matter how far away, I'll always be there for you if you need me.
I mean,
And
don't
that's
get me
true,
wrong,
Trust me,
I get
trust me. He's right when he says that, as you'll see in
Yeah.
a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever I am?
Yes, I promise you. But if I'm going to live up to this promise, I'm going to have to do some training of my own. So yeah, as Father keeps saying, I need to find my own role within the Empire. I need to find out what I'm good at.
You could be the Boba Fett of your empire.
Well, I don't
What?
want to be a Boba Fett.
What? Do nothing and get thrown in the pit?
Yes, thank
no,
you. I
be an
don't-
awesome, cool bounty hunter that'll be remembered by all the fans as being awesome despite doing nothing and looking cool doing
honestly,
it.
I never understood the whole Boba Fett thing, but that's
Expanded
a topic for another day.
universe.
Yeah, but that's gone now. So
Well, you have to think of before the whole thing. But
Anyway,
moving on.
I'll be waiting for you.
and he still is to this day as well.
Even if it leads to me being broken-hearted.
You do that, Marcassin. We'll meet again one day. You'll see. I wish you and your friends all the best as well, Oliver. I hope you make it back to your time. There you go, he's not that bad a guy.
Thanks, Prince Gascon. I sure hope we meet again someday. I really do hope.
I don't think you have to call me Prince anymore. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Prince.
Sure,
Wait.
sure.
I need to tell you I love you before we leave.
Jova!
Inappropriate.
God damn it. God, Jova, keep your fan fiction out of
He's
this.
worse than me.
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
really
sure,
sure about
Roy.
this, Gascon?
Well, dot. It's what I've decided. I'll be better off watching Marcassin from afar. Watching him become a sage.
But what if he needs your help?
Well, he did just say if he needs help, he will be there. And trust me, Dwebs, as you'll see before the end of this part, he does mean that. That's the Gascon way.
Gascon way?
You know. No, actually, no, I've already made that joke. Never mind.
Well, it sounds like you're determined to be your own man.
Which fills you with determination.
I hate that. I hate that
Damn
word
it.
now. I love and hate that word.
Wait, which specific word?
Determination.
It fills you with determination.
Ah, okay.
But I refuse to say goodbye.
Well, then don't say it then.
And, maybe you don't have to.
Yeah, in my country, we care so much about the different. We have two different words about when we say a long-term goodbye and a short one instead.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
this.
just say until next time.
Alright. Until next time.
Indeed.
In the future. In your time. See you then.
Bye.
Take care, Gascon.
And then...
Jova.
What?
Gosh, that boy really is stubborn.
Then he gets eaten by a lion.
God damn it! I was about to say that.
He'll get into a line after falling off a cliff.
Now come on, Oliver. Let's head back to our time.
Yay!
Have I-
Alright.
Have I made an Oliver Twist joke yet?
Well, he's an orphan, so go ahead.
Sure thing.
But I wanted some more!
More? That just reminded me.
Kicking up about it.
That just reminded me of the Family Guy parody of that scene. More, and then Stewie's like points a gun. Okay, never mind. Put it there. All right, now put on this dress. Now dance. All right. Let's go to Hamlin and bring
So
Mark.
again, the game's dealing heavy stuff. A minor. Well, I don't remember if he's minor or not, but yeah.
He is
still,
minor, yes.
Yeah, leaving his family and well, his wealth life.
It was very common in the Middle Ages, like here in Portugal in specific. But for example, once there was a king, Don Sebastian, who because of no one else he had to, because his father died earlier than was anyone was expecting. He had to ascend to the throne with only 16 years old. Granted, it's not as bad as a minor having to do it, but he was still a young
Well, Britain
teenager.
had to do something like this. The whole War of the Roses started because Henry VI was still a child and was kind of mad.
But
When you ascend to the
guys,
throne.
the Emperor's still alive.
Even though it's curious because Level 5 interpret that as just demonic possession, but that's a story for another day.
But guys, the Emperor's still alive. What could possibly go wrong?
But
Alright,
yeah,
moving on.
basically a common rule in medieval ages is that your firstborn was the inheritor of the throne, unless
Actually,
something happened.
Unless they were male, I'm guessing.
Actually, yeah, Joe
Yeah.
brings up a good point because remember, in our time, this town has been kind of Shadorized, if I may say so myself. So we know that the Emperor doesn't make it until our time, so something must happen to him. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, what happened to the others is that the stripper females, they were sent to become religious people because religious people back then had a lot of influence on the people.
And
All right,
then
scene.
came Queen Elizabeth.
Anyway,
Oh.
moving. Well,
Fuck.
it
Well.
just need to happen, didn't it?
Your Majesty!
Oh, it was obvious.
Pedro, damn it, Pedro, you took too long.
But why? What happened?
How convenient.
He was here. He came to demand our unconditional surrender.
And I give him the middle finger.
Let it be known, I defied.
There you go.
I would not bow to that wretch.
No, don't. Don't try to speak.
Gascon. My son. My beloved son.
Huh?
You really thought I couldn't tell?
What happened to him? What happened to him, by the way? Anyway.
Hold on.
Appearance may have changed, but I know my own flesh and blood.
Dun,
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 dun.
Turns out,
No, I meant was he?
It
died?
makes sense. He got attacked by magic.
Injured. Yeah, magic injury.
About the cadaver.
This is a typical fantasy thing. Now the actor gets to shine now in this part.
I believe in you. Protect the Empire. Now and in the future.
so what the heck did Marcassin do all that time? I gotta wonder.
Father! No! Father!
Well, that didn't go well.
Jesus.
Father! I got to meet you again. And now this. I just wanted to make you proud. And now. This has to happen.
Keep also in mind that by now the young Gascon was far away, so he didn't saw this happening. Essentially, he saw his father die 2 times, and the second one was directly in front of his eyes. Charming.
Yes.
Life's a bitch. isn't it?
Several
days
days.
later.
I wonder what's taking Swain so long.
He did just see
I
his father die.
wonder.
Well, to be fair, it's several days later, so we do know
No,
that.
no. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
people
sorry.
process grief
Yeah.
differently. Though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All
sure.
of it was in his room crying for a week.
Actually,
Well,
wasn't
actually,
it
it
a
was
month?
well, actually, it was 3 days, as Drippy said in his
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want us to know, huh?
He's a very private person, as we pretty much can conclude from this.
Bad in the
I
damage to
suppose
the
so.
time stream continuum it could have done, but hey, now we know apparently this was all destiny. Must be, because Marcassin probably
in
reacted.
fact, this explains why he was specifically targeting us at the moment he saw us.
And this also explains why Marcassin didn't really want much to do with us when he saw who they were.
I'm going to act like I don't know.
Yeah,
So
good luck with that.
since
Oliver.
Gascon doesn't want to talk about it, we won't. Basically.
Me too. Unless Swain wants to talk about it, I'm not going to say a word.
Wow.
Very respectful.
Thinking. You don't need to worry about me, man. I'll have forgotten all about this in a bit. Couldn't remember it if I wanted to. Me.
Ah,
See,
so he
well-
is me.
See, that's why I wanted you to play him, but you gave up. So
Yeah, I gave up. I couldn't keep up the accent. Sorry.
if there's one thing I'm good at, it's forgetting. See, Dwips, I immediately thought of you. Sorry to kept you waiting, huh?
Swain!
Dwayne or Swain?
Swain.
Spelled
I
with an
suppose
S.
it's time to go, but I need to say goodbye to Marcassin first.
This is going to be awkward. Like the
Press the
empty
fucking
silence.
X button, you moron.
Alright.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway,
It's the day that you're leaving, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes, Your Highness.
But wait, we still need to get something.
Hold on.
Thank you for everything.
This piano theme is nice. Listening
Yeah,
to
this
it
this
while
is
we're
it's
waiting
very
for the text box to move on.
It's very reminiscent of the initial piano theme in Spirited Away. Anyway.
No, I should be thanking you. Because of you, I was able to become my father's heir, and soon I'll formally inherit his title.
So yeah, is it any wonder why Marcassin is kind of screwed up in the head a few years from now?
Oh, it's a bit of a
Yeah.
wonder considering how uplifting this ending is, but don't worry, we've got something.
Yep. Yeah, I bet the people of Hamlin are glad about that and all.
I mean, to give them a reason to be, I want to know that they have nothing to fear from Star. I refuse to let him defeat us.
And well, considering he actually is still emperor in the future, he at least did a decent job at it.
I'll be brokenhearted, but yep.
I want Gascon to be able to come back to Hamelin whenever he likes, after all. I must keep the Empire safe until he does so.
You already have.
I know that. I was there in the room when he said that.
You'll make a fine emperor, Marcassin. Gascon will be proud of you. Well, actually, this dialogue right now kind of implies that because of all the commotion and considering he's a bit young to understand these things, he probably didn't even realize.
That or he's just forgotten about it because he was brokenhearted when we met him. Either works.
Well, I'm talking about this, the young Marcassin specifically. And there you go. And there you go. Marcassin's heart right now is filled with belief, which just happens to be the emotion that future Marcassin is missing.
It must
So
be.
Marcassin will heal himself in this case.
He
that
just
means-
needs to believe in himself. There you go.
I'm sorry,
Your Highness, there's someone who needs your help. Someone who needs some of the strength that's in your heart.
Your he does not. Oh, whatever.
Love that song too.
My heart? Whoever are you talking about?
Let's keep who a secret. Why not?
Well, you, Your Highness. In the future, I mean. In our time, a piece of your heart is missing.
Oliver,
He's innocent, come on.
I need to
my
teach.
future self? Oh, so
You
that
gonna call
really
her
is
time
Gascon over
paradox?
there.
Your future self is a miserable git. So
That's right, and we need you to share some of your belief with him to help him get back to normal, even though this might actually be what makes you vulnerable to Shadar in the first place. Whoa.
hindsight, I guess.
My
Fortunately, not because we've already established that if an emotion is in abundance, it's perfectly safe to take, as long as it's only once.
Oh, we get that. What we mean is like, oh, this might have been what made him vulnerable to Shadar.
All right.
Well, if it wasn't, then now it is.
Precisely.
It's one of those where I have it. There you go. Take heart. Take heart. And Temple of Doom style.
Now there's a Pirates of Penzance reference
And
if
there
I've
you
ever
go.
seen one.
Believe with the color purple.
That would jump up the age rating in this game.
Drippy, please, come on.
Thank you very much, Your Highness. We'll make sure to help you in the future.
Yep.
There is no need to thank me. Now, please, give that belief to my future self.
All right. We will.
Drippy, can you remember that?
Now, before you go,
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wake me up. Before you go.
Swain,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes? Thank you, Dibs. Very good.
when you return to your time, please give my regards to my future brother.
There
Well,
you
helps
go.
that this guy's name sounds almost exactly the same as my real name.
Swain. I'll be sure to do that, Your Highness.
Wink, wink.
Righto. Back to the future it is. After all, the
Joe.
Sorry, John, that's not happening.
Come on.
And also Pedro was speaking, so...
Oh,
Nah,
it
it's
happens
okay,
every
Dwibs.
time when one of us speaks, Dwibs.
It's okay, Dwibs, don't worry. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Come on, little boy. The savior of the kingdom theme is playing. That means we're done.
Right.
Here we
But
go.
what if he's trying to fake us out?
Now here's just hoping we don't accidentally go back and forth too much.
And then they end up like in the dinosaur age.
Okay, all together.
There's also...
Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Send us safely on our way.
Wait, I pronounced it wrong! No!
It's not Harry Potter, dude.
Diagonally.
It may not be Harry Potter, but it definitely took inspiration from it.
Now I'm sad.
It's like that OVA me and Dwibs watched the other day. That was definitely anime Harry Potter.
Did we make it?
My Witch Academy, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh
yep.
god, no.
Oh, have you seen that?
I don't like modification too much.
Which
Yeah,
academia?
honestly, I don't understand people's love affair with that OVA. I don't really want any...
There's a lot of Yuri of it. Oh,
I haven't seen it,
haven't
so I
seen
can't
that.
speak for it.
It was
Anyway.
alright. It wasn't
No.
anything special.
No, man, that's impossible. I know when a spell works, and that spell worked right and proper. Back
It was
in
sort of
our
Harry
time.
Potter
Remind me,
and then they walk out the door,
I
but
would
there's all
say.
sorts of
I
attack
would.
helicopters going around shooting things.
Yeah, no,
Pew, pew,
dude,
pew,
it's
pew,
it's like that deleted ending of Army of Darkness. I slept too long.
give me a little help here. Like, normally you say our time, but considering he always has an E to make it Welshy, it would be our time. Is that correct?
Our
Yeah.
time.
Our time. Alright.
I think what they were doing there is basic, writing the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
pretty
is
much.
this
That's
is
a common thing
this
you
is a-
see in writing. It
Yeah,
helps
it's-
pronouncing the accent a lot better too.
Most level 5 games do that. In fact, like even
Harry
though there's
Potter
not a
does that too.
there's not
Ace
a even
Attorney
though
does
there's
that too.
yeah, there's not a even though there's not a single bit of voice acting in that game, when you're playing Litton Brothers, you can practically hear the accents of the characters because the writing does a really good job. And oh, there you go.
Hi, Marcassin.
Get
All right.
get out of
We
here! Wait, actually,
Well,
we never
that's
read
broken
that
half. That's for
before.
definite. A shadow of his former self. He is. It's like Steven Spielberg. He needs a dose of belief, and he needs it beefy. Come on, man. That's what his dad would have wanted.
Oh, cease your mattering chatter, Fairy. My father died 15 years ago. Do not claim to know his will.
Yep, his broken heart just made him forget us.
So all that carry on was 15 years ago, was it? This poor lad's been in his own ever since. That's tragic.
To be fair, Pedro, Steven Spielberg has still managed to release good films here and there. I wouldn't call him a
has,
shadow
Jova.
of himself, really. I mean, yeah, he's
Well,
had some.
Jova, just because I'm saying he's just shadow of himself, I'm not saying he hasn't made good movies.
I know. I'm saying, like, I wouldn't even say he's to the point of being a shadow of his former self. Unlike, you know who.
It's just because, I mean, when you go back and see films like Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, and of course probably his best movie, Schindler's List. Like, when you compare it to stuff like Lincoln, which is boring, and BFG, which while decent, is not exactly something that's gonna stick with you.
Well, he's got Indiana Jones 5 coming up, which is looking pretty neat.
I'm looking forward to
Anyway.
seeing Chris Pratt in it, but that's about it. Anyway,
What's happening? What is this warmth that spreads within my breast?
moving on.
He was a woman
Nothing to see
all
here.
along, it turns out.
There you go, Dwibs. Turns out he wasn't either girl like you suspected.
What have I been doing? All this time I've been so misguided.
This dialogue is not helping.
It was Shadar, Your Highness. He took the belief from your heart.
You didn't believe yourself to be the woman you are, but now you can be.
Jova, what the hell?
Sure.
Is this Persona? Well, Joe, are you turning this into Persona 4 now?
Yeah,
Well, better Persona 4 than One Piece in that regard.
I guess, but
My
Come
heart.
to think of it,
Guys
well,
didn't have long hair too.
it wasn't a proper costume. It was still a pig armor, but inside of it was a pretty boy.
Wait, I feel it. I believe in people once more. I want to believe in people. It has been so long since I felt this way. Ever since...
Why is he called Porcine Prince now? Because Marcassin was...
I remember now.
whatever.
It's because he's still in the process of recovering his former self.
No,
and
but in the dialogue before using the Give Art spell, he was labeled Marcassin.
Oh, he was?
He's still technically...
I guess it's a type or something.
No,
Must have been an oversight.
Either that, or I guess he's technically still the Porcine Prince because that's his
It
title.
was, Your Highness. I did promise, didn't I? So yeah, I'm back. I promised I'd come and help you if you were in trouble. Wherever you were, no matter how far. And there you go. That's why he wanted so badly to steal our letter of passage and come to Hamlin in the boat.
Wherever I...
So there you go. Yeah, he technically did steal from us, but it was for a good cause.
I see. Now I see.
See? See, Esther?
came back.
I stole your letter of passage, but it was for a good cause.
Well,
So
to be...
ha.
Weren't
That's
you...
still stealing.
Gascon, weren't you kind of broken-hearted when you did it, though?
There's that too, yes.
You
There's
weren't
really nothing to
exactly...
thank, Your Highness.
What
Even
an
a
excuse.
nightmare.
Your Highness, we need your help. We want you to help us to defeat Shadar. Help you to help me to help him to help her. I do like that song from Kronk's New Groove. What did you say? You mean to face Shadar?
Heck yeah.
Next you'll be telling me I'd come along with you as a party member. Perish the thought.
You already have.
That is, impossibly reckless. I'm a great sage, and yet Shadar was able to enter my heart and take a piece of it with impunity.
True.
Oh my.
Oh, moving on.
And yet, I was saved, just as I was promised. Aww. Very well, I shall assist you. Together, we will defeat the Dark Jinn. Shadar's name days are numbered. We just need to find a lamp to seal him back in, since he's a Jinn.
Can we call you something other than Porcupine Prince, though?
We also need 7 rings in hand.
Yes.
They sure
no.
are. Thank you so much. Well, indeed, we just need that, and we also need to dance for the danger, too.
You
don't
brought
need
the
the
7 rings for me.
We don't
Have
need
you
the 7
shown?
rings.
Who's gonna rock the
Make
tape?
believe we're
Please.
born.
Please.
Please.
That's how it
please.
started. That's how
Well,
it
I'm gonna
started.
finish it. And then dwarves broke the 7 rings and
Hold on, scene.
Hello there.
What are we to make of this? It seems the Savior managed to acquire...
Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom,
to travel back to the present. I would have thought that far beyond his meager power.
Indeed. The power to breach time can be used but once in a mortal's life, can it not?
It would seem that he has benefited from yet more assistance.
He used a cheat code. Basically, he had someone cast an initial spell for him.
No, he used saves coming.
Yeah.
cheater.
You dirty cheater, you.
And look at that, you can see by the colors she's pissed as fuck.
Yeah.
You can see black holes appearing in her cape.
Don't you mean in her dress?
It's like Rosalina.
She's got the
wearing a
cosmos.
cape,
She's got the cosmos in her skirt like Rosalina.
Now she's a bit calmer.
Yeah.
Your radiance, you mean to say...
I do. He cannot hope to defeat me. And I will tell you.
But the audience will not see it yet because we cannot reveal it yet.
Must be mysterious.
We cannot because spoilers.
Alright, everybody listen. In order to defeat Shadar, we must first break down his defenses.
No shit.
Alright, get the catapult turtle.
And then sacrifice it to activate
Destroy
its
the mirror
special
wall.
effect.
Yes,
Ah.
to destroy.
Now, the
I
Dark
forgot,
Jinn is
which
protected by a
card did
magical
Rafa
barrier.
use to revert to that effect against the Yami
I
Yugi?
forgot. Anyway, the Dark Jinn will put a magical barrier known as the Black Briar.
I wonder
Briar?
what the Black Briar will be.
Is that a different word for mist or?
Briar is thorn, you know, as in like,
okay.
briar rose, thorned rose, briar
Okay.
patch.
Neither Rashad nor Alicia were able to overcome the Black Briar. That is why Shadar was able to defeat them. They were defeated by plants.
Damn new plans.
Basically, they got to Shadar's castle, but then Shadar showed up, and now you'll have to deal with me, great sages, and all the powers of hell.
Or was that someone else I was thinking of?
But now, Marcassin. Oops, I mean, Your Majesty.
Come along, Esther. I once fought alongside you as a child. There is no need for you to use my royal title. The same goes for all of you. By the way, you look a bit cuter now that I'm older. For some reason.
Oh, hold on, Detail. I'm starting to think up a theory. Hold on.
What? He's having puberty now?
No. Hold on. Wait till the next line.
Sure, Your
There
Majesty,
you go, Marcassin. There you go, Tail. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Oliver. Ah, I see. The Ace Attorney did. Basically, you don't know for sure until then. Now,
All right.
I would dearly love to accompany you on another journey,
okay.
one where we grow strong together. Strong enough to defeat Shadar, but that's cliche. I mean, we'd have to level it up and
I
everything.
have a kingdom I can't leave, unoccupied and, unguarded. Just
But protecting the Empire has to be my first priority. There's
Like
also
you
the
just
small
said.
matter of rectifying the many mistakes I made while broken-hearted. I kind of made everyone wear
But
pink suits.
Marcassin, he's defeating Shadar the right way, because someone else might take his place after it, so moving a war...
What, is that a reference to Eternal Sonata?
Crescendo, yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Marcassin, for having a brain.
Yes, thank
Or
you.
more like common sense.
I love how we pretty much also deconstructed the bout of getting stronger and stronger on a journey in a JRPG too.
When it comes to Crescendo's stupidity, especially regarding his wife, I'll just say the same thing I've said in the playthrough. The sex better be damn good, you moron.
I guess Marcassin isn't distracted as much. Oh god, if he's been knocked in for so long, this may be his first time actually seeing a girl his age, who was technically there when he was younger.
There's also the fact that unlike whoever wrote Eternal Sonata, he knows that political intrigue is not his best, so he keeps it to a minimum.
Yeah.
Silver is really insistent shipping these two, isn't he?
No, sure. I'm not insistent on shipping Marcassin with Esther.
No one believes you, Joker.
Sure, Roy, you should know by now. I see more things going on between Esther and Gascon.
Yeah, but he's gone.
Yes, Dwibs, Gascon is totally gone.
Get
Right.
it, Gascon.
But he's right.
It's okay, Shiroy, like Dwibs.
Shiroy, we only bring it up if he wants to talk about it. What have we talked about earlier?
Well, to be fair, Marcassin already brought it
Okay.
up.
This is one game where I'm sure I'm mostly safely behind the fourth wall. I can say what I want.
Well,
Gascon sounds more like a prescription against flatulence.
Oh, let me guess, Shiroy. You're a bit on your toes about the fourth wall ever since the crossover?
Okay, you know, the official name to me is Gascon Gaviscon.
Gascon, Gascon. And to answer your question, Joe. So I am well aware when I'm safe from it.
I'm sorry, what was that you said?
Huh?
You kind of cut out for me there a bit.
Oh, okay. I said I'm well aware of the fourth wall and when it occurs, so I know when I'm safe.
Keen.
Anyway, what
Whilst I was
Marcassin is
broken-hearted,
telling
I must
to us
confess
is
that I became rather neglectful of the palace's treasures.
Yeah, there you go. The thing is, Monstar cannot work on its own state. It needs to be powered up by 3 gems, which represents the elements. However, these gems have been scattered all around the world, and we don't
In
know
true
the
Zelda
locations.
fashion.
There is a map, but Marcassin kinda sold it.
Whoopsie!
That sounds about right. I found it hard to care about anything much when I was broken-hearted.
What is that, a side quest in this game?
Well,
No. It's obligatory.
Basically, dudes, we need to find 3 crystal gems to power up the wand.
Oh god,
Yeah.
no.
That's easy. Yeah, that's easy.
Well, one
Please,
of them
I beg of
obvious.
you.
What?
Try
What?
to
What?
contain the Steven Universe references.
Oh.
Hey,
I make no-
Tio.
I make no promises.
Of course
You
we
said
do.
Steven
I
Universe
know that.
before I did.
Yeah, actually, Teo, not for nothing, but Jova only said gems. He didn't specifically.
He said crystal
said it-
gems, though.
Well, they're crystals and gems, so what?
Whatever. Moving on.
Kubla Khan.
Kublai, of all the people to tangle with, basically, one of the people who has the stuff we need is Kublai, the king of the pirates.
Who I will be voicing as in our original playthrough because I love pirates.
Yeah, Kublai is actually one of Jova's personal favorites in this game. That's the thing with the Sky Pirates. You never know where they are. They're always moving from hideout to hideout on these giant airships.
Maybe we should go to Arcadia.
Some of them pretend to be the leading man, but don't bother them.
Fun fact, one of the 3 main characters in our party in the sequel is actually going to be apparently the daughter of the King of the Sky Pirates.
Yeah,
I called dibs on voicing her, I guess. Since Shiro is probably going to be voicing the cat boy protagonist.
Yeah, sure. I guess I can give that to her.
He is very unlikely to cooperate
Wait, is
peacefully,
this for Nino
however.
Kuni too?
Yes.
Yes, the cat
Yes.
boy.
Yes,
you want to voice the cat? You want to voice the cat boy king?
Sure.
Since he's the protagonist and all, and yeah. I know
But yeah,
Pedro will be voicing Weird Glasses guy.
Oh yeah, of course. But yeah, much like is always the case with Hino's stories, the big strength of this one is once again the characters. The characters are fully realized human beings that we grow to care about because there's a lot of humanity to them.
But just to reiterate, Pedro, you will be voicing that guy with the glasses.
What?
What?
My inventions will change the world.
What did you do, Your Majesty, Your Marcassin?
Your Marcassin.
It instantly transports you to any location you have already visited.
Woo! Fast travel!
To accompany you on your travels, I can at least make them pass more comfortably.
Teleportation, yeah.
Yep.
Heck
You know
yeah.
what this calls for? Orange mocha frappuccino.
That's great.
No slender, Jesus.
And it means we can come and see you anytime we like, Marcus.
Ooh.
This particular part in the game is actually a really good point to do some side quests that require a lot of traveling.
Well,
So
sorry,
if you-
Esther, but
if you
he's
have
not
some-
really interested.
So if you have some pending side quests in this point, this is actually a really good way since the travel spell makes it a lot easier.
If you visit the Temple of Trials, for example, you will now be able to take part in the Solaceum series organized by my old teacher Solomon. He's a real grump, and he hasn't gotten laid in years because of it.
I almost completely forgot about the Solomon and the Temple
To put
of
it
Trials.
to
See,
put it
that's
simply,
exactly
the Solomon.
why.
To put it simply, the Solaceum is the Olympus Coliseum of this game.
Sounds like something from Dr. Seuss.
Our first priority, though, is to find Kublai, King of the Sky Pirates. Come on, Oliver.
Trademark?
The next chapter of our adventures starts here.
What was that you said about the fourth wall? Wow, so I guess this game reached Shiro's mind the way Leighton and Ace Attorney read
Get out
lives
of my
in
head.
Tio's minds. And meanwhile,
All
I
right,
was
everybody.
the one who managed to read the mind of Final Fantasy XIV to the point where it drove Pedro mad. Anyway, see you in the next part, folks.
See you, everybody.
See ya.